Hey guys, I am Refashion Hippie and today I'm here to talk to you about going live. So I have been selling on Whatnot and in post shows, but you guys know if you're resellers, you can sell on Instagram, you can sell on Facebook, you can sell all over the place going live. And let me tell you, I am not someone who is used to seeing themselves on camera. Even this on YouTube, very weird for me. But going live, I have made my weekly goal in a day when I did my first post show. So I really strongly encourage you to do it. And everybody who's scared of going live, that's earning potential for you. Because if you're brave enough to put your face out there and start selling, the money is there. So I'm going to give you my top tips and I'm going to skip past all the usual stuff. Like, you guys are resellers, make your clothing look good, hang it, merchandise it well, get good lighting, all that stuff. I'm going to skip right past that because you know it. If you're here, if you're looking for help, you know that stuff. So number one top tip, and I can't believe this is my number one, but make sure you're drinking water as your show is going on. In fact, water, because when I did my first post show, I was really excited and I had my water there, but I wasn't drinking it. And then maybe like half an hour in of straight talking, like straight me talking. And I'm sorry, I see the reflection, taking off my glasses. After a half an hour of me straight talking, suddenly my throat was completely dry and I was like, and just started coughing. It was really bad. So, please just, every time you like finish your second or third item in a row, just take some water, keep those pipes hydrated. It's good. It's good for everybody. It's good. Because when you're live, you can't cut and go to something else. And I was so embarrassed. I was just standing there coughing for like a full 30 seconds, which is longer than it sounds when you have an audience of people watching you and you can see the view count like ticking down as you're struggling to breathe. Like, it's bad. So please drink water. Number two tip, just prep yourself, and this goes right into like the before show stuff, but prep yourself. Because I always like to be in a good, happy place when I'm going to go live. I want to be talkative. I want to be friendly. I want to be funny. I want my personality to show through. So I prep myself. I give myself a half an hour before the show. I eat a treat for myself, whatever that is, usually M&Ms because that's me in my life. And I watch 30 Rock. I watch an episode of 30 Rock because it gets me in that happy, bubbly Liz Lemon place where I feel like I'm in control of stuff and I feel like I can be funnier and I get to just pick up little random pieces of advice, like live every week like it's Shark Week. And that's been really helpful for me. And it's helped me to let my natural personality shine through. So whatever that looks like for you, do it. Whatever puts you in a happy place, whatever makes you feel your most authentic self, do that before the show. Because sure, of course, people are tuning in to see your products, but realistically, they're coming here to see you, especially if you have an audience that starts to follow you time and time again. What's going to bring them back is you. Everybody has products. Everybody has a pair of jeans, probably for cheaper than you're selling them. If they're coming to a live show, they're coming to see you. So prep yourself, be your best you. And I just want to sort of add to that. If you're having a bad day, just tell people. Say, hey guys, having a bad day. Be honest because people are coming for you. And if you're nervous, also lead with that. I always used to tell people that when they were in for a job interview. Just say, hey, I'm nervous. I really want to do well. And I bet you're going to get encouragement in the comments. Third piece of advice on prepping your show, if you're going to go live for the first time and you're really nervous about it, ask a friend to join. And I'm not saying like as a moderator, I'm not saying, to be on camera with you, but my first show, I sold absolutely nothing. But a friend of mine, Jules, you might know her, name's Lisa, follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. I love her. She just sat there and she just typed comments in with me. So when I had those like weird 10 seconds of total silence, she would just send a little message in the chat saying like, hey, you're doing great. Or asking me like, hey, are you ever going to do a show about the clothing that you make? And it was an opportunity to get me back on track. So if you're ever really struggling, I would say just find a buddy, ask them to come on and just talk to you. And it doesn't have to be constant, but it can just be a little, hey, I love your shirt. And that's going to let you say like, oh, you know what? This white shirt is so cute. It would go great with this jacket I have. Let me show you this jacket, you know, and just get you back on track. And your friends are going to want to help you, right? Because that is a way that a friend can help you for free. You know, not everybody has the money to buy all your clothes from you or buy all your toys or buy all whatever it is you're selling, but that's a really great way for a friend to come help you out for free, and your friends want to do it. They want to see you succeed. And then you buy them Starbucks afterwards and everybody wins. Third piece of advice, fourth piece of advice, I would say prep some anecdotes for your pieces, because if you're selling, you're going to be up there talking for half an hour straight with no breaks. You don't have the ability to edit out the parts where you're like, Banana Republic, no. J. Jill, no. J. Crew, like you can't edit around that and make it okay. So prep some anecdotes for your clothing, because if you're gonna have to talk even for 30 seconds per piece, that's a lot of time. One little anecdote that I told was I had this Talbot's black sheath dress that was new with tags, really great shape. But you know, after you say it's Talbot's, it's linen, it's new with tags, you just got to sort of stand there while people are bidding on it. So I told this story about how my mom bought it to wear to a wedding. And I was like, Mother, you cannot wear a black dress to your son's wedding. Like, that's going to look awful. They're going to think you hate his new wife. And she was like, no, it'll be fine. And I just told this story, and eventually, thank God, she didn't wear it. And that was just a fun little anecdote that passes the time. You know, it passes the time. And also, because I was saying, don't wear this to a wedding, it let me talk about all the other places that you could wear it, right? This would be great for work. This would be great for, you know, whatever. It gives you the chance to talk about that clothing in a new way. Because it can be a little boring if somebody tunes in and all they hear is like, these are jeans, they are skinny, they are high-waisted. Next. These are pants, they are flare-legged, they are fully lined. Next. This is a pencil skirt. It is red. That's boring. That's just boring. It's not fun. So if you can talk in anecdotes, tell them about the story, tell them, I found this in the thrift store, craziest thing happened while I was looking for this, whatever it is. Be prepared to talk about your clothing and be prepared to give some anecdotes about it, because it's going to move the time along. Okay, during your show. First piece of advice for during your show. This one is really important and something that I can't believe I waited so long to do. Go back over your pieces. The first time I did a whatnot sale, I just went straight through. 1 to 40 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I had hit 40, it was like, okay, bye everyone. And I just turned it off. That's crazy talk. No reason to do that. No reason to do that. The numbers are only there so that now I know the numbers are only there so that if somebody asks to see 5, I can pull out 5. You don't have to go in order. There's no reason you have to do that. If somebody wants to see a specific piece, they can type it in the comment section. It'll pop up. You can pull it. Go in whatever order you want. Again, this is all about you and all about you presenting your items. So if you love number 6 because it's a really cute skirt and you think it would go with number 19, show 6 and 19. Do 6 and then do 19. No reason not to do it. No reason not to do it. I wish I had learned that sooner, because the pieces that didn't sell, I just revamped the show. One thing I really like about Whatnot is you can just clone items and put them into a new show. And I sold items from that show. That show went much better because I was more confident, I was more clear, but I went back over pieces that hadn't sold. So if you're going to go through something like a Posh show, there is absolutely no reason not to re-show the pieces that didn't sell originally, because people don't watch your sale the way that they would watch like a TV show. It's not like 40 people sit down and maybe like some tune out. So by the end you got 35, but those people have been watching your whole show. That doesn't happen. Let me promise you that. 90% of what's happening in your comments is going to be this person joined, this person joined, this person joined, this person joined. People come in and out all the time. All the time. So there is absolutely no reason to say, you know what, I did the first item, it didn't sell, so I'm just gonna leave it. We'll say it didn't sell. No reason to do that. Do not sell yourself short. You put the work in to photograph it, to talk about it, just re-up it, do it again, because you have a brand new audience. And that brings me to number 2 during the tip show. So people are gonna be coming in and out until the very end. People are gonna be coming in and out. Some people might stay the entire time. That has not been my experience necessarily, but just keep reintroducing yourself. Keep talking about who you are, what your business is. I do some sales where I'm raising money for Sanctuary Village. Product placement. That's a nonprofit that is raising money for a tiny house village in Philadelphia, the city's first. It's very exciting. We begin construction soon. I talk about that all the time because every 5 minutes, you probably have a brand new audience. There might be one person who hears it a second time, but yay, one person, you had to hear it a second time. Who cares? Just constantly reintroduce yourself. You want them to remember your name. You want them to come back and see your shows and buy your products. So just keep reintroducing yourself. So once again, you can just remind people anything you spend tonight goes to Sanctuary Village. That's who we're raising money for. Just that fast, you can keep moving. Every new person that comes in is a new opportunity for you. And that is absolutely huge. And also, you can review your policies with people. So in Posh shows, for example, right now, they don't have the ability, I'm in the beta right now, they don't have the ability to bundle. So if somebody buys 4 pieces from me, it's going to show up as 4 separate sales. And that's 4 times that they have to pay for shipping. So what I'm comfortable doing is just saying, hey, bid on whatever you want. At the end of the night, let's say you buy 10 items, I'll contact you, I'll cancel those sales, we'll put them into a bundle for you, and I will just mark them the prices that you paid for in the Posh, so that you only have to pay shipping one time, which is a much better deal for somebody. But somebody who bought one thing from you might be like, oh, that's great. Well, then screw it. I'm gonna bid another time because I'm basically saving almost $8 if I buy a second thing from this person. So that's really good information to have. And that might get you a second sale from somebody. It might get you a third sale or a fourth sale or a fifth sale. So it's really good information to have. And somebody who's on the fence sitting there thinking about it, you want to be repeating that information. You want to be telling them this is why you want to buy from me. Really great information to have. And during the show, I've kind of been saying it, but I just want to remind you guys, be yourself. That is so, so important. Be your authentic self, because that is why people are going to come back, because they want to see you, they want to support you. I try to tell everybody the money that I make either goes to support Sanctuary Village, a nonprofit that's building tiny house community in the city of Philadelphia for the homeless. See, product placement. Or I say, you know, if it's a for-profit night for me, that money is going into my daughter's college fund. Right now, she is 3 years old, and my goal is to be able to 100% pay for her college fund so that we don't have to go into debt, so that she doesn't have to go into debt. So every penny that you guys spend goes into that account for her. I do not touch it. When she turns 18 and decides what she's going to do with her future, she's going to have money to fall back on. You know, she's going to have money to support her in her dreams. I love to tell people that. And that's also going to encourage people to spend money, because people want to feel good making their purchases. So whatever your why is, tell them about it. Tell them about it. I bought something from a woman who didn't have like a super professional setup. She was literally just sitting on the floor and saying like, hey, honestly, I love thrifting. Whatever I sell here, this is just going to go right back into thrifting money. Like, I'm fighting with my husband because he says I'm bringing too much home. He's right. So I'm selling some stuff right now so I can show him and then be like, hey, I'm going to go thrifting. I love it. I followed her. I bought some stuff. Like, I don't know why, but it just, cause it's like, same, babe, same. Like, it's so encouraging to just be like, oh my God, same. And it feels like I made a new friend, you know, even though she doesn't know me, but it feels like I made a new friend. And that's another really important thing. I guess that's number 3. Keep talking. Just keep talking. Like I said, those long silences are weird. So your first couple shows going to feel like a lunatic because you're just talking and talking and talking. It's fine. It's fine. I promise you, it's fine. You're going to say the same thing 30 times. That's okay, because like we said, you have a brand new audience. And really it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It can be fun. Now that doesn't mean you have to do it, but if you're looking at this video, probably means you want to do it. It's really not that hard. The first time's going to be the roughest, but like I said, when I was talking to ladies at consignment chats, boom, if your big fear is that you're going to look like an idiot and that nobody's going to show up, if they go together, who cares? It'll be fine. I've been an idiot in the privacy of my home many times. Like, it doesn't matter. You'll be fine. You'll be fine either way, because if people show up, hey, people showed up. If they didn't show up, then hey, nobody showed up. Nobody saw you being a jackass. Okay. You see, I have the world's greatest advice. After your show, the biggest thing I can tell you is just do what you can to thank the people that came. Make sure you get your packages out on time, and especially the first bunch of orders. I'd say the first like 50 orders that you send out, make sure they are perfect. Make sure they are wrapped perfectly. Make sure everything looks wonderful, because the first impressions that you get as a seller are going to be huge. I am not super happy, because my first Whatnot sale, I got a 2 out of 5 rating. And even though he rated me a 5 in every single category, the overall rating was a 2, because the guy said, well, some of the items didn't fit. And I know that's just because different brands have different sizes, but that was disappointing. And that is shooting me in the foot a little bit, because, you know, that's my first rating. That's people's first impression of me, is like, oh, well, she's only rated 2 out of 5. That's my only rating so far. So not great. And I kind of blame myself for that, because if I had included measurements in my Whatnot, maybe that would have been a different interaction. Maybe he wouldn't have bought the items, or, you know. So you can choose to include measurements. Now, as part of my information, I just tell people, like, hey, I literally put it on the wall behind me. I have a measuring tape. If you want any measurements, let me know. I can measure it right now. And people can tell me in the chat, like, yeah, what's the waist measurement on those jeans? Because you guys know, I mean, lady sizing is sheer lunacy. But that's a good piece of information to repeat. And that's a good thing for customer service. Just protect yourself in every way that you can, because those first couple answers are going to be huge for you and for your business. And I'm just going to wrap this up. Like I said, I really loved live selling. I think it is a great ship to be jumping on. And there's still so many people who think, well, I'm not good at it. It's scary. I won't know how to do it. So it's still a really huge market that you can be jumping into. And if you guys have any questions, if you need anything, please contact me at ReFashionHippie on Instagram. You can comment below in this video. I want to see you guys succeed. I'm having so much fun at this. It's so exhilarating. It's just, you know, because it's like that little feeling you get when you make one sale, when you make 20 sales in an hour. It's crazy to me. I love it. And I want you guys to have that feeling too. So I hope you're going to go into live selling. I hope this helped. If you need anything, I am here. Good luck. Fly, little birdies. Live every week like it's Shark Week. Bye.